Hi, my name is Veronica and welcome to my YouTube channel. On today's video, I'll be sharing with you a method that I have accidentally discovered and that helps my toddler to sleep 3 hours a day during the nap time. So if you're interested how I got him to do that without him crying or fussing, very easy on him and me, then continue watching. I have to mention this method might not work for everyone, so if you don't feel this is for you, then it's not for you. But for me it worked magic. I'm so happy that I ended up finding this way. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into this video. So let me tell you a little bit of a pre-story. My son was sleeping really well in his bed between 9 months and 14 months. He slept for 2 hours during the daytime when suddenly it all was over. I don't know why, he doesn't know why, but he stopped sleeping during the nap time. So obviously he got really grumpy and it was really hard throughout the day to keep him entertained till the night time. So we struggled and I ended up driving him around during the nap time, so at least he dozes off in the car seat, and then it was easier to get into the evening hours. But that obviously wasn't a long-term solution, and I needed to find other ways how to keep him sleeping during the nap time until he's old enough and can stay up throughout the day. So at around Christmas time, when he was 16 months old, I started using this stroller that I got secondhand, and I believe it was purchased from Costco originally. Now the trick about this stroller, it has kind of like a little hammock seat, and when you walk and you stroll along with your child, the hammock swings a little bit from side to side. And I started using this stroller during his daily walks, and it was lulling him to sleep. So after about half an hour walk, I would just put him outside in front of my windows, put the camera on him so I can watch over him, and he'll happily sleep outside for 2 hours. And I was so happy because he got good sleep outside in the fresh air. I would put a blanket over him so he wasn't cold. It worked perfectly. But it started getting colder and colder, and I had to think, what should I do? That's when I thought about the basement. What if I try doing the same thing as I'm doing outside in the basement during the colder months and into the summer, because I felt like he's sleeping really well in a stroller because it's cold outside and he's warm and cozy in a blanket, and that's what helps him. So I went down in the basement, I covered the windows to help him sleep. I figured if it's gonna be dark, it would be even better. And it's really cold in our basement throughout the entire year. Lucky or not lucky. In this case scenario, I guess it is lucky. And so the basement got really dark. We have a nice amount of space there that I can stroll with a stroller. So I would put him in his bunting suit, and I'll put him in the stroller, and I'll stroll for about 10 minutes around the basement, and he'll fall asleep. Then I'll aim the camera at him, and I'll also use the sound machine down there, and he'll sleep. He'll sleep perfectly. And he started sleeping with the sound machine and the dark atmosphere in the basement and the cold and the cozy bunting suit. All of his components got him to sleep for 3 hours. Oh my God, I could not believe it. 3 hours a day, he would be completely asleep, happy as can be. And I had 3 hours to do whatever I needed to do. I can't even, if you're a mom somewhere struggling with baby sleep, with toddler sleep, you can imagine how thrilled I was. So yeah, he started sleeping, and that happened at around 16 to 18 months, once I fully figured out this process. And since 18 months, he was sleeping in a basement every single day, and I was just adjusting this stroller so it would, because he's obviously growing, just to keep him comfortably sleeping inside there. So I kept adjusting the stroller and his outfit based on the weather outside, so he's not overheating or too cold. He's now 2 years and 8 months, and we continue doing the same thing. He's sleeping right now in the basement, and you can probably hear the sound machine in the background. It's really loud, but he loves it. For a while, I was not quite sure should I continue on or not. Is he comfortable enough? Does he like this setup? But now that he can actually communicate to me how he feels about it, I am sure that he's fine, because he every day when it's time to go to sleep, he tells me, "Mommy, it's sleepy time," and he goes straight to the basement. He goes into his stroller. He feels good about it, and I know that he's comfortable, so I feel good about this whole concept, and I feel that he's safe and comfy, and 3 hours of nap time. What can be better? You might wonder if this affects his nighttime sleep. To a point, it does, but it works for me because my husband comes home really late, and if my son was going to sleep really early, my husband wouldn't be able to see him at all. But since he wakes up at around 5 p.m. from his nap time and he goes to bed at around 9 p.m., that's the window when my husband is home and he can play with him, go for a walk. So that works really well, and then he sleeps at night in his own bed. He sleeps alone, and from 9 p.m., 9:30 p.m. in the evening till 8:20 in the morning is his nighttime sleep. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. If you have any questions how I set things up with this stroller system, please let me know down in the comments. I'll be really happy to answer any questions you might have. And if I helped at least one mom out there who is struggling with toddler and not wanting to sleep during the day, then I accomplished my purpose. I'm really happy that I made this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It always means a lot when you do. On this channel, I make content related to home and motherhood, so if you're interested in this type of topics, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!
Time to go to school.
Good boy. There you go, sweetie. Oh, and wait for mama, please.
Dad.